Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Prachi Gautam, and in today's video we are going to cover how to get your first freelancing client very easily within 5 days. It's guaranteed that if you follow whatever the steps I'm going to share with you in today's video, you're going to land your client very soon. So let me give you an overview what exactly I'm going to cover. These are the three main topics I'll be talking on. One, the complete checklist you need to take care of before you start pitching clients. Second is the right platform you should be choosing to find the freelancing client. And the third topic is 7 ways to get your first client within 5 days. And these strategies are proven. So if you're watching me for the very first time, let me share with you that I'm 6 years experienced digital marketer, a freelancer and a digital marketing coach. And from this channel, you can leverage valuable tips on how can you skyrocket your career as a content writer, social media marketer, SEO expert and as a freelancer. As you're spending time in this video to understand how can you get your first client, so let's just get started. The first thing we are covering is the complete checklist before you pitch any specific prospect. Well, here's the thing. Finding a client is not a big deal, guys. It's very easy. It's about landing a client. You may get a prospect every now and then. There are a lot of brands, there are a lot of opportunities out there in the market. But the big game is converting that particular project, landing that client. And that's why we also have to go well prepared to any prospect when we are going to pitch them. And to do that, we need these 3 things in our bucket. 1, you need a proficient skill. You know that it's an era of experts, it's an era of specialists. So whatever the skill that you're choosing, whether it's a digital marketing skill or any specific skill in this world, you just have to make sure that you mastered it. You are an expert of it, at least you have the foundational knowledge of that particular profile. Second is you need the sample work. Now you must be wondering, Prachi, how the heck can I make sample work? How the heck can I make my live portfolio without having any client? Don't worry about it. I have especially made a video on how can you make your professional portfolio without any client experience. So to know everything about it, you can watch this specific video. I'm going to share the link somewhere here and also in the description box, so you can take all the notes that I've derived there on how can you make your strong sample work that will help you justify your knowledge and land in front of a client and present yourself as an expert in front of a client. Well, if you're wondering, Prachi, what is exactly the sample work and portfolio? Basically, a sample work is a work that you have done for previous client or some work that you have actually practiced while you were learning your skill is known as a sample work. It's very simple. Sometime when you see that when you go to ice cream shop, there are a lot of new flavors. So their assistant will help you taste the sample of all the flavors and then you can decide which one would you like to pick. It's like just like a sample, like when you're going to approach any client, if you share them this kind of sample you can create, this kind of work you have created before, then it will be easy for a client to understand your knowledge, to evaluate your skills. You need to make a sample work. And if you're wondering, Prachi, what is the difference between a portfolio and a sample work? The sample work is a work, but portfolio is a specific page where you attach all your sample work. So obviously when you're going to pitch any client, you cannot bombard their email with tons of links. You have to share them just one link. Through that single link, they can check all your sample work. So digital portfolio is basically a landing page, online page where you attach all your sample work. Don't worry at all about it. As I just mentioned, I have created a separate video on how can you make your sample work and a professional digital portfolio as a digital marketer. So you can just go and watch it out. Anyway, so once you have a skill, you have a portfolio. Now the next second point we have to talk about is the right platform you need to choose to find your prospects, to attract the clients. Here's the thing, guys. If I'm talking about the freelancing platform in today's market, there are ample of them. Some famous platforms are Upwork, Fiverr, People Per Hour, and you can name it. There are a lot of them. But I just want to ask you one thing. As you are a fresher, can you stand out in front of these big competitive platforms? Because there are thousands and lakhs of freelancers profile is there on these platforms, and the clients who are sharing projects on these platforms, there are thousands of these freelancers applying there. So being a beginner, it is going to be really very challenging for you to get this project. So what we are left with, where will we go? Is there any alternative? Yes. Here is my advice. How about we make a strong social media presence on LinkedIn and especially Instagram, and we can also find the client and they can also find us. Why you should be using social media from 2023 to market your freelancing business? There are 3 reasons why. 1, you can build your own identity. In Upwork and Fiverr, any prospect or any client is not going to look for your name. So the reason number 1 is you don't have to pay a service charge if you're getting client from social media. Yeah, you must be shocking, like what are the service charges, Prachi? Basically, when you are getting any project from Upwork, Fiverr or any of these freelancing platforms, if you're getting any project, you have to pay 10 to 20% of your project budget to these platforms as a service charge, where you are greasing your elbow and killing your eyes in that project. Why would you just pay a single dime to these platforms for you to just get a work? Obviously, if you're lending a client on social media, every single penny is yours. Second reason is competition is less. As I just mentioned that on Upwork, Fiverr, Freelancer.com, people per hour, there are already a lot of existing freelancers are there. And especially for a beginner, it's very challenging for you to stand out. So here's the thing, on social media, the competition is less. There are not so many of freelancers who are having a social media profile and promoting themselves. And if you start building your presence on social media from today, you can definitely attract a lot of brands, coaches and consultants out there who can opt for your services. And this is also the real thing, that nowadays companies and brands are started also searching for the service providers, the freelancers on social media. So create your identity and make yourself searchable by them. Now the third reason why you should be choosing social media to find client is building your own identity. I don't want you to just plan your 2-3 months from now, but picture 3 years down the line. If you continuously post on Instagram or LinkedIn or any another social media platform, you're going to have more followers, you're going to have more community members. So you are slowly and solely going to build your own identity on Instagram. So people one day will not find you with content writer, but they will start finding you by your name. So build your own identity, build your own brand as a freelancer on social media. That's what the idea is. In a nutshell, you should be using Instagram, LinkedIn effectively to promote your freelancing services and attract a lot of prospects. And if you're wondering how, what are the things you need to do? So basically, I have also curated a specific video on how to find clients on Instagram. How can you build your own brand on social media? For that, you can again click on this specific link. I'm going to drop the link also in the description box. So you can pause this video and go back and watch it and then come back. But if you know how, then let's proceed. Well, but wait. Also in that video, I shared about what type of content you should be posting on social media, how can you promote, what hashtags you should be using, how to find clients, everything in detail. So go and take all the notes from there and build your identity. Okay, how the heck can you find your first freelancing client within 5 days? The first thing is choose a client of your own location. Example, if you're living in Bangalore and you look for any specific client or company in Bangalore and you approach them. So what will happen, that this client know that this prospect is going to be very much aware that okay, you are from Bangalore. So it's a kind of a tendency, whenever someone see that they are from the same area, they feel more resonating. The client can more relate with you. He will be having this kind of confidence that you guys can meet in real one day. Maybe there's a possibility that you understand their target audience even better, or you can also pitch the local shops, the local businesses, the local companies. This will help both of you to communicate effectively and have much more confidence and resonance power. But the point is, how are you going to find these specific prospects? So now let me share with you step by step on how can you use Google Maps to find these prospects, to find your local companies and brands.
The first thing that you have to do is set your location, and then you have to find either for a prospect with their designation or their profession name, or you can also look for the companies out there. Example, you want to offer your service to the fitness trainer. Here you just search for fitness trainer, and now you're getting list of the fitness trainers residing in Hyderabad. What you have to do is filter it out by selecting the top rated fitness trainer, so that you'll only approach those people who are preferred and enthusiastic to grow their brand even further. And if you tap on any specific, now you would love to connect with them. So here the great thing is you can also visit their website, and let's say if you're a content writer, you can check it out. Are they having any kind of blogs? Yes, it means there's a possibility that you can also promote your freelancing services, and you'll also get the crucial detail to connect with them, like email or phone number. Plus you can also fill this inquiry form so that they will get the notification. Just like this, you can also search for these specific companies. Let's say you want to offer your service to the digital media agencies. So yeah, you can also check other digital media agency. You can also approach them and inquire for any requirement.
Now, the second option is connect with other freelancers. Yeah, you may sound like, why should I connect to my competitors? But guys, this is a very effective way. Actually, this is what I've observed in my students. So, you know what, as I mentioned that I'm a digital marketing coach, I teach these skills, content writing, SEO and social media marketing to all my students. And if you want to just know about my courses and everything about my community, you can find me on www.gautamprachi.com. Know everything about my students, who they are, who I am, what I offer, everything between. But anyway, coming back to the point, some of my students who are already doing freelancing from a couple of months or years, and those new students who are just starting their career in freelancing, they are connecting those old students, those old freelancers, those experienced freelancers, and telling them if there is any work where I can assist you, I would be happy to do that. So this second approach is very good. You can also assist other freelancers in your niche, so that you will just get started. I know in the initial stage we should be craving for money, but you should also focus little bit more about gaining real project experience, making your portfolio strong with 1 or 2 clients. Then you can actually focus on making and signing up the high paid project. But the initial stage, just make yourself confident by offering your services. So you can just go on social media or anyone in your connection who is already doing freelancing in that specific profile. You can connect with them that I would be happy to work with you on a very nominal charges. If you are overwhelmed with your project, then I can assist you in some of your tasks. And this is how you can communicate with them. And the third tip is the next version of it, requesting freelancers for the referral. So basically, you can connect to any freelancers of your industry and request them to refer you to their clients or their connection, and in return you are going to pay them 20 to 30% of your service charges. Example, let's say you are a content writer and you found a graphic designer, a video editor somehow from social media or someone in your connection, and then you approach them that, hey, I know that you're a graphic designer. If you're working for a client, I'm pretty sure graphic designing requires content, video editing requires content. So how about you refer me to any of your client who is looking for a content writing profile, and in return I will pay you 20% of the referral charges. So this is really a great idea. In this way, your other freelancer is also getting benefit, and it will be also easy for you to get your first project very seamlessly. Now the fourth tip is the reference. Yeah, sometimes we are looking very much outside the world, but we have some people in our family, friends, connection, colleagues who run a business. Just send in WhatsApp group, please connect them and just share them that, as you know, that I was thinking to switch and start my career in digital marketing or in a specific profile. So I actually skilled myself. Basically now I'm looking for a specific project. If you are having any specific opportunity, I would be happy to assist you. So this is also a great approach. Now, the fifth easy approach is offer competitive advantages to the client. Sometime when you are appearing in front of a client as a beginner, they feel like, okay, I have someone else who can work for me. But how about you give them extra? Whenever you see, if you go to mall and you see something extra, buy one get one, or any kind of exclusive deal, you get attracted, knowingly or unknowingly. Same thing you can do here. If you are approaching to the client as a fresher, you can offer them competitive advantages. It can be penetration offer of 20%, 30%, or you can offer them bonus services. Let's say you are a content writer, but you're also going to offer them SEO marketing services. So for first 2 clients, you can offer them these competitive advantages. Now the sixth approach is you can actually conduct a free marketing summit online. basically it's a free workshop that you can conduct. So this is what I followed in the initial stage, as I am a digital marketer. So I felt like, okay, how about I conduct a free masterclass for the small business owner, where I'm going to tell them how can you grow your business on social media, how can you generate leads through email marketing. So there can be any specific topic, and you actually conduct a free workshop on it online. So where you will start attracting a lot of a small business owner. When they are inside, you can pitch them. When they are inside the workshop, you genuinely help them with some strategies, but you also promote your services there. So if someone attending your workshop and they really get good idea, great tactics from your webinar, they would definitely love to take your premium services. So this is also a good idea. And the last one, which is basically choose the client from the industry which you have already worked before. Example, let's say you work for an IT company as a developer. Now you're thinking to build your career in digital marketing, or let's say you were into sales before. Any kind of industry that you have worked before, if you have done it, then it's a great idea that you also approach the client from the same industry. Example, let's say you work for an IT company as a technical person, and now you are approaching another IT companies that I can help you write better content for your company. So as your profile also speaks that you have worked for an IT company, so you will be even proficient, and you will be this SME, a subject matter expert to create content on. So basically, if you have any kind of experience of industry before, you can also offer your freelancing services to the same industry because you are an expert of that subject. Okay, so let me just quickly compile what are the 7 ways you can follow to get your first client very easily. First of all, number 1, you can approach a client from your location. You can use Google Maps to search them. Second, you can assist a freelancer. Third, you can request other freelancers to give your referral to their client and give them 20 to 30% of your service charges. The fourth tip is the reference. Fifth, conduct a free masterclass or workshop for the small business owners. Sixth, offer the competitive advantages. And seventh, choose client from the industry that you have worked before. So follow all these steps. It will really help you to get your first project easily. I wish you all the best. And if you're watching this video in the point where you're curious about how to start career into freelancing, there are tons of videos and free resources I have curated for you guys to kickstart your freelancing career as a digital marketer. So to leverage it, kindly watch this playlist I'm going to share here. And as this is your baby channel, please support it. Please do subscribe, like, comment, and I would love to know what kind of topics you want me to cover, where I can help you in any which way. So for that, please comment below and share this video with someone who can also take advantage of it. Okay? See you in my next video. Bye.